Hey y'all, welcome to my fitness vlog. Before we get into this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe if you're all about that health and wellness. All right, so today's workout is going to focus on the legs. Legs for me is love-hate. I don't know. It is the largest. Your legs actually have the largest muscles in your body. So I don't know, but let's get into this video. So I started out the leg program doing the Stairmaster, which is a love-hate machine. Very powerful and effective, but I just hate doing it. I was between a 14 and a 16. So I did 14 minutes. I'm not 14 minutes, but I did a 14 for 2 minutes, a 16 for 2 minutes, and then I ended it out 1 minute back at the 14. So I did a total of 5 minutes. All right, so the first thing I had to do is rear squats. So I believe the weight on here is 95, and I did 10 reps with my feet kind of straight out if you're looking there. An important thing with this, with the rear squats, you have to make sure you have that arch in your back and you're not leaning forward and you're looking up. So sometimes it's very challenging for me, but it does help if you can focus on keeping your arch back and holding your head up and looking up. So what I try to do is find a focal point when I'm doing rear squats so I can kind of keep my head up. All right, next up, I had to go right into, see, I kind of like push my feet out to the side at an angle, and I had to continue with the rear squats with my feet positioned differently. So same thing, the deeper the squat, the more effective it is for that bottom there. And again, I'm trying to keep that arch in my back, holding my head up. So that was 10. All right, so this is going to be a superset. So next up, I'm going in here. And these, I tell you, this is the first time me doing this, and this is really a challenge. So I'm really trying to get the hang of this. So it is by far not perfect form, but my trainer is right there trying to help me get it together. So basically I had my one leg propped onto this box here, holding it straight out, and my other leg using it for the squat. I do get a little better with these. One of the things he was telling me, if I would come up on my toes, it gives me more leverage to actually go down. You kind of see I did that there. And I had to do 10 on one leg and then 10 reps on the other leg. I promise you, I do get better with these as I did my other sets. And I kind of lean forward a little bit. So you have to make sure you don't lean forward and try to keep yourself straight up and go down. Okay, here I am switching to the other side. I felt like I may have done this side a little better than the first. Granted, that was my first time doing this exercise, but it was a little awkward feeling. Can't quite see my leg there. That's doing the squat, but you can kind of see I am coming up on my toes and I am going down. I feel like I'm going down much deeper on this leg, and I think it could be because this is actually my right side. So obviously I am right-handed, so it's my dominant side, and which means that I'm a lot stronger on this side. So I felt like I had a lot more control doing the one leg squat on this side as opposed to my left side. So again, I did this for 10 reps as well. Oh, and I am holding a kettlebell. You can't see here, but I'm holding that kettlebell. I think it's 15 pounds, and which was all a part of this exercise. All right, so did this for 4 sets. And the last exercise in this set, I had to, this is more like a deadlift with this bar here. And every time I went down, I had to hit the floor. So I stopped here because I tried to be ahead of my trainer, and I kind of looked at what he set up to see what he wanted me to do. But the only thing I didn't get was I would have to go down, hit the floor, and then he had wanted me to come halfway up. So I think what I was doing when I started, I was coming all the way up. So I kind of went off and came back after he explained what I needed to do. So you guys kind of see me there. Now I'm coming halfway up, but I'm still making sure this hits the ground. And I did this for 10 reps. So these 3 exercises, actually technically 4 kind of with the rear squats, completed this set. All right, now going to the next set of exercises. I started off doing these pistol squats. Yeah, I definitely need to continue to work on these. I think the key thing here, you have to keep your legs straight out, and you don't want that foot to hit the ground. So you guys, it looks like I'm struggling, but I'm really trying to focus on trying to keep that leg up. And I had to do 12 reps on each leg. And kind of see, yeah, these are not easy. I've done these on the cable machine, which has made it much harder. I've seen people do these without anything, like you kind of free form. You're not using a bench or the cable machine. And I think those people who do that, they are really, 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 really good. And then you think about going down deep with this, right? If I didn't have that bench there, I don't know if I would be able to. But I pushed through it, got through it, stayed focused, and I made it through. Somebody's walking in front of my camera. I hate that. But of course they didn't know I was recording. So I can't be mad at them, right? You see my feet kind of like hit the ground a little bit, but it's, again, very important trying to keep that leg straight out. My trainer walked by and he seen me. He had to kind of remind me. All right, so coming up in this next set for exercise is the, I kind of think these are like deadlifts too, but I was holding a kettlebell on the side. So these kettlebells are 50 pounds a piece. So I did a total of 100 pounds, and I had to do 10 reps of these. And again, I had to make sure when I came down, I had to make sure that I touched the floor with these kettlebells. It's so weird. Like, I've done deadlifts using the barbell, and for some reason these kettlebells felt heavier. Like, I've done on the barbell, it was like 95 and even more, but I don't know, these kettlebells are feeling heavier than the barbell. But again, 10 reps and got through it. And did both of these exercises, the pistol squats and these deadlifts, for 4 reps. All right, so the next set of exercises, I had to do, this is called a split squat, and I did this on the Smith machine. I think the weight on here, I forget the weight, it may have been 10 pound plates on each side, but I had to go down 10 reps on each leg, and I had to make sure, you guys seeing I'm going down, but I'm not hitting that floor. You don't want to hit the floor, but you do want to make sure you go down into a deep lunge. I think I hit the floor right there. Probably could have went down a little more there. Okay, now I am switching legs. I'm gonna take a little break there. I really should have went right into it because this wasn't a rest period at all. All right, there I barely I could have definitely went down a little more there. Okay, I went down, that was better. Okay, that's better. But I'm really trying to make sure I don't hit that floor. You don't want to hit your knee on the floor, but you do want to go down low. That was pretty low. All right, the next, oh my gosh, this one right here. I think this is the first time I did this. This is called the suspended Bulgarian squat. First of all, it took me a little bit of time to master how to get my leg on that back bench, but I eventually figured it out with the weights. But these are 15 pounds here, and I'm doing a Bulgarian squat, going down as low as I possibly can, holding, not trying to fall forward. I was doing that a little bit in the beginning, but here I'm holding the weights, and I had to do 10 reps on each side. These right here. First of all, I don't like Bulgarian squats, whether they're up in the air. I just don't, and I really hate when my trainer have me do these. But yeah. Here I'm switching legs. Had to regroup, reset here. That was a lot. All right, you guys see how I'm popping my leg on that back bench. All right, and coming up, trying to remember to hold, not to lean forward here. And I'm putting that leg down. I don't know, for some reason when I got on this left leg, it was definitely a lot harder. Maybe like what I said before, this is not my dominant side. So honestly, the way I was feeling, you may can't tell, but the way I was feeling, I wanted to get through this so fast. But I really tried to keep a really good pace and not rush through the exercise. That's not really good, rushing through. You really should just, look, somebody walk in front of my camera again, but I can't be mad at him. He didn't know. But just keeping a good pace when you're doing your exercise. And I'll be honest, for transparency, sometimes I do get that way, where I want to rush through. All right, so did that 4 times, those 2 exercises. All right, so this next set of exercises started off with the squat, what is this? The hack squat. And I had to do I had to position my feet 2 ways, and did 10 reps. So here, regular, my feet straight out. And then you'll see how I position my feet after I do 10 reps of these. And I don't know, for some reason, I don't know why, it is so weird to me. I just feel like I'm trying to go down as deep as I possibly can on this hack squat. But I don't know, for some reason I feel like I can't, like my body won't let me. I don't know if it's like fear that I can't get back up. I don't know. But you guys see, if you just saw there, I kind of pointed my feet out, stretched them wider, and doing again 10 reps. So it was a total of 20 hack squats. All right, so The next exercise that I'm doing is the leg press. And I am going to actually do one leg here. So there's a 45-pound plate on each side. So it kind of makes sense with the one leg. Because with two legs, I can do a lot more weight. And I had to do 15 reps on each leg. So again, I felt like this is not my dominant side. So this is I started off with the left side. And you guys are going to see the difference when I switch over to the right. Now, I stopped here because I actually felt a little pain in my knee. So I didn't want to. But then eventually, after a while, kind of like going through all the sets and the reps, it kind of went away. But in that moment, just starting off, I just, yeah. So here is the right leg. You guys kind of see this is my dominant side. If you notice, I am going a little more deeper on this side. And again, I just think it's just because it's my stronger leg, more dominant, why I'm able to do that. Look at my face. I'm really trying to push through that. All right, so anytime I do leg day, I finish up what is called the final four. So it's the leg extension, leg curl, and I can't think of the name of the other two, but you're going to see it. So 70 pounds here on the leg extension, did these for 10 reps, and I did this 4 times. Didn't I necessarily superset, but here now I'm going over to the leg curl. I believe the weight on here was 40, and did this for 10 reps as well. All right, so the next last two exercises are the in and outs. Started off with doing the out here, and the weight here is 190 pounds. And I did the same thing for the end, squeezing it in when you see it in a second here. And I did this for 4 reps as well. So I'm just kind of resting here, and then I'm going to the other one. All right, last exercise, the end. Again, 190 pounds, 10 reps. So if you like what you see here, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, be nice. With the comments, I do respond to all of my comments, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next session, bye-bye.